It's supposed to be 11. They usually will give me an extra hour if I needed to try to come up with the money. So I would say checkout's 12. So on Jordan, I'll go ahead and you don't have to sit around and wait to hear anything, Jordan. You can just go on and go. Sorry. No, who I can't stand is you, Matilda. I love how you sit here and you talk about stuff, and then good morning, Sally Ann. Good morning, happiness and kindness. Tatted Data 3, and still trying to come up with the room. Still trying to come up with $65 to pay for the room today, so we're not stuck in the car. Honestly, not that great. I'll be honest with you. It's mentally and everything and physically for her, it's not that great. Free Spirit, would have to deal with tomorrow when tomorrow gets here. I'm just, it's. So I have to just deal with the day that's ahead of me. Jenny from Florida, that's the first comment that I'm seeing. So possibly it could have been filtered. We have one shelter here, and it's a woman's shelter, and they're not always open. So I can't worry about tomorrow when today is stacked up ahead of me. Tennessee. If it was open, that could be a possibility, but they're not always open because they don't have help running it. Need 65. Shouldn't be hardly any words blocked. I just looked in the list myself last night, and there was like 7 words blocked. We're in Northwest Tennessee. Jenny from Florida, I haven't seen yours either. 12 o'clock is as late as they'll give me. Y'all give me a second, and I'll go look at the filtered words and see if something might have got added. But last night when I looked at them, there was 7, maybe 8 words on the filtered words. Okay, there's 12, but it's I don't know. It's going to be 11 now because that one shouldn't have been on there. It's going to be 10. I don't know why the word yes was on there. The rest of them stays on there because hey, Mama Medea. So it is Andrew Agent. I just seen where you asked that. Our Popeyes is closed. Hey, Miranda. Yeah, I just went and looked at the list, and it took a couple lists off that shouldn't have been on there. Like the word yes. I don't know why that was on there. I'm not working at the moment. I have went to several interviews, and Stephanie, I do have Venmo, and I will tag you in it right there. Oh man, I've done said what happened at McDonald's so many times. First of all, that one comment was way out of line. Way out of line. I know, Andrew, that you're just asking, but we was both working. I'm about to. We was both working. I made the stupid mistake of telling people on here we was working at McDonald's, and between the Facebook post about stuff that was going on here and them tagging my boss and the actual calling in, and hey, he was on TikTok dogging y'all out. Never dogged him out. He just walked up to me and asked me for money in his uniform and said he just got off and he's broke and hungry. Never happened. The day they said that, I was off. So it was call-ins from people online and that got us fired. And that's on my separation notice. They fired me and my wife both. She never got one call in. She got fired because they called in on me. I didn't say I had a bad tire. I've got a bad tie rod. So that's where I was talking last night, how people will take one little thing they think they heard or think they know and tell it, and it's not correct. I can drive the car. We're just driving the car when we need to. No, a bad tire and a bad tie rod is not the same thing. This not the same thing at all. So, but again, it's like you took something you thought you knew and then you spoke it as fact, and it's not fact. If the car was more dependable, we would be doing DoorDash and all the other things that are available where you can drive. But I only trust it when I don't really trust it when I'm driving it, but I drive where I have to in it, and I take my time in it. It'd take about $100 to fix the car. I paid $50 for the tie rod. The one on the left broke when I hit a pothole. It was about gone anyway, but when I hit a pothole, it broke. That should be my Venmo, the TIME0379. Nobody's going to Disney. God bless. My wife said something about Disney doing a freaking epilepsy night in November, and that's all these people can say now. We're not going to Disney. I can't even afford to go down the freaking road. And these trolls just, they're going to Disney. You know, it's insane. It's just like, hey, Jeffro, we've been in this situation for about a year. Okay, happiness and kindness. All right, yeah. Thank you, Stephanie. Well, I was getting it transferred over, Andrew. I was taking it out of my Venmo, putting it in my Cash App. So, you know, Thank you, Stephanie, again. Really appreciate it. So that puts us 45 short for the room. Didn't get all of it. We got some help of it, and it's very appreciative. So that puts us 45 short for the room. Dale, we have it till about 12 o'clock. Technically, checkout's 11, but I don't see them not giving me till 12. So, my last payout from TikTok was $13. So, and it looks like this next one is going to be somewhere around $4. So, D-Rob, shitty is an understatement. I wish everybody was in here at the same time. My car isn't too dependable right now. It has a tie rod issue. I only drive it when I have to. So I can't get out and drive it for 3-4 hours doing DoorDash. No job right now. I've gone to several interviews this past week and a few before that. Blessed. And got some promising things coming up with those. So hopefully the job will be the next week. But I said nobody's going to know where. I would have to have somebody fix it. When it broke on the left side, it was everything together was $100. $50 for the tie rod, $50 for the mechanic. So when I say that I have put in everywhere in town and I've gone for interviews, and then the next question is, how about this? Guys, I've put in everywhere that's hiring. I've went for interviews. I've got some promising stuff coming. Like, I'm 95% sure on one job that it's going to be there. Y'all not going to know where it's at. Y'all ain't even going to know when I am working. So, but it's like to say it and then have to turn right back around and say it again to people that's actually been in here and heard this. It's like, come on. Like, I'm sorry. That's a little. It may be the lack of sleep that's just, Sure, Andrew. G Bacon, I need $45. Temp agencies are going to send you to factories, and right now with my leg and everything, a factory's not going to work. I'm trying to find something that's in retail or something like that I can actually go and it's plausible for me to go do. Joey, I learned that the hard way. I try my best to pay people back. I was paying somebody back until they cost me my job, and then with no money coming in, it's kind of Can't pay them back. So, yeah, that's what's happened to me over the years is between wrestling and working at a local factory. It is, well, Andrew, I've been working off and on during this whole time. And like I said, it's gotten to the point to where I can't go work in a factory. So I'm trying to shift and do other stuff. And crap, I missed that one coming in. So, and we was working. I need $45 left. That's what I have left to come up with the room. I mean, I can pay it back. I just don't know when I can pay it back. That would be the answer I'd have to give for something like that. Yeah. That's how the Salvation Army was the other day. They had a thing on Facebook telling people to please stop, coming down there because they didn't have anything. Thaddeus, I'm waiting to get paid from something that I did. So, yeah. So, me and my wife. Lick my weld, I have to agree with that. When you flood the country with people and then you give all the resources out to it's just, it's insane. Answer a message. I didn't say I can't work. I said I can't go to a factory. I can go to a factory, but it's going to break me down, and they're going to realize that, hey, this guy can't keep up with everything here, so we're just going to, we're not going to talk politics on here. I'm in Tennessee. Jennifer, we're in here trying to get help ourselves, so we are 45 short on the room. If anybody can help with anything towards that, it'd be appreciated, guys. It really would be. Mama Medea, we are in the Northwest Tennessee area. Done called the churches for help. They won't help with rooms. They'll help you with groceries when they have them, and some of them actually help with utility bills, but I don't have utility bills. We have filed for it. She does not work. She was working at the McDonald's I was working at when we both, they got. Have I ever flown a sign? I'm going to say no to that because I don't know what that means. But while that's coming tomorrow, hey, hi. It's still funny to me. Hey, hi. Oh, no, I have not ever done that. Actually, I think it is two Tennessee chicks. I was seeing some people out, and then the cops would be over talking to them, and I was just assuming they're. Tennessee's got some weird laws against stuff like that. Checkout time technically is 11, but they'll probably give us till 12. Christy, we had people calling in and making up stories about us, and yeah. Got about an hour and 14 minutes to the actual checkout time. Like I said, he's pretty good about it if you need a few extra minutes to get it, Oh, no. I'm going to unblock Miranda, guys, and unmute her. So if y'all see her pop back in, that's me doing that. I'm in the cheapest place around. Off camera thing, I understand that, but she has helped a few times too, so. Well, Christy, my dumb ass went on here and was like, look, everybody keeps on, get a job, do this. And I was like, hey, we got a job. I was just like, hey, we got a job. We're working here. And that was on my... Yeah, I seen that. So... I do have something coming tomorrow that should be able to cover the room for at least a day or two. It's not like it's something big. It's just something I work. Yeah, I got you unblocked and unmuted, Miranda.
Can you hear me?
What, babe?
I said,
Well, just lay there and relax, okay?
It's going to smell like onions. I smell like gas.
This fucking day ain't gonna lit up. She's over there stressed out and not feeling good. I've got a fucking headache that's... I feel like someone's playing the drums on the back of my head. Christy, the guy who helped us last time, absolutely 100% ghosted me. He actually told me to get back with him this week, and he was like, "Hey, get back with me. I can help you again." And I have been ghosted. So, Angela's feeling the stress from the day. She told me her hand's starting to shake on her and stuff. So it's just, I know 100% mine is stress and not sleeping. I've got about 2 hours of sleep on me last night, and the rest of the night was just laying there looking at the ceiling, just trying to sleep, can't. Worried about this shit, worried about her, worried about the car, worried about life in general. I'm in Tennessee. Just being overwhelmed, which I know a lot of us are. So it's 9:51 here. Sitting here with 244 people in the room, knowing that probably 85% of them are from awareness, and they're just waiting for us to fail. Thank you, Missy. They won't let anybody call and pay. And at this point, I don't know if I'd even trust giving out the information. I know I wouldn't, because there's too many people that's just, I mean, what they do with their job, they get us kicked out of here if they had the opportunity. And some of them are just sitting there salivating at the moment that we're going to have to pack up and put our shit in our car. And Shelby, there's no family to go stay with. That was an option. We'd already been doing it. Not to sound like rude or anything, but that was an option. It's just the way it is, Mary. It's just, you don't hear and tell what happened 100 times, and somebody's going to pop in and go right around and go, "Oh, what happened?" So, no, Charles. This is the option that we have, is the hotel or the car. So, Flamingo, what? Do what? Come back. And I don't want to be on here doing this. I'd rather be spending time with her. I'd rather be getting some sleep. Y'all hang on 1 second, guys. thank you. We now have enough to pay for the room. So, um, Shelby, I'm going to keep that quiet. If they want to say they sent it, they can address that. Thank you so much. Um, Lindsay, I hope not. I hope not. Hope tomorrow goes a little bit better and things work out the way I'm hoping. Um, ready for anything? We have what we need for the room today. Um, so, I've seen a few questions up there that I didn't get to answer. We did get it. We did get the room covered. I'm going to go down here in a few minutes and pay it. Um, who sent it is, if they want to speak up, they can say they sent it. But other than that, not to be rude or anything, but it is no one's business who sent it. Charles, their daily rate 65, their weekly rate is 350. They did. I haven't seen them speak up and say they sent it yet, but other people's asking who sent it, and it's like I said, it's. And I know why they're trying to find out who sent it so they can go and harass them. And I'm not saying, Tatty, that you're going to do that, but if I get on here and say, Tatty Dad of 3 sent me $50, thank you. You didn't, but if I say that, they're going to come at you. So, if someone helps and they want to stay anonymous, they stay anonymous. And it's for that reason. I want to go ahead and apologize, Tatty Dad, because it's probably going to be said now that you sent me $50. Watch. Well, it's the cheapest hotel in town. And when you're barely staying in the hotel, you can't just run out and get an apartment or a house to live in. I love it when people just expose themselves on here that they're, I could donate plasma, but the only place to donate plasma is about 45 minutes to an hour away. Yeah, Matilda, you prove that there's a sucker born every minute. You do. You do. You do. You do. You do. do. Oh, well, hey, if you love Matilda, then you can go stay on their page. You can go fluff him up. Thank you for just flat out coming out and telling me who I needed to block then. Yeah, that is true on that one. That is true. I still got a freaking headache. I'm going to go pay for this room and take something for a headache. And they do ready for anything. They really do. Their chance to see us back in the car just got taken away from them, and they're pissed. When they have sit there and said that I can't wait to see them sweating their asses off in their car this summer. Loretta, I'm still sitting right here on. See, if I was off, you wouldn't be able to make that comment. I don't know if you know how lives work or not. So, if it was closer to time to go pay the room, yeah, I wouldn't have got off and went and paid the room. But I'm going to talk for a little while afterwards, guys. I always sit and talk and everything else. So, if your butt hurt because somebody helped us, I'm sorry. Yeah, bigger cities do. This small city, Yeah, we was just in a heat wave, a couple of weeks ago we had a heat wave here. Like it was pretty rough a few weeks ago. Oh, Joey, they can't do that. They got to stay here for the awareness stuff. Thank you, Ready for Anything. Yeah, it's only going to get hotter. We ain't even hit August yet, guys. It's already hot. So. Yeah, we were supposed to have a little storm come through today, and it's only going to make it worse here. It's only going to get hotter and more humid here. Shelby, I have looked into the trailer. You tell me where a trailer is that I can just go rent for $600, and that's all I need, and we'll go get it. Because it's not just like you walk up and you say, hey, here's $600 your rent, and you get to move in. I don't know if you know how that works. You got deposits. You got to go get everything turned on. It's not just $600 and you get to move into a place and everything's hunky-dory. If that was the case, we'd have been in a place. James, we did get the room. We did get some help with the room for the day. So, good morning, Boo Bear. But it's like, I don't know, these people who just think you walk up and hand the landlord the first month's rent and everything is fine, you get to move in and it's just a magical thing. That's not how that happens. Exactly, Ashley. You got to have 2 to 3 times the income. You got to fill out the paperwork. They got the background checks on you. You got to pay for the background checks. And then if you don't pass, guess what? That anywhere between $45 to $100 for your background checks they charge you is gone. So it's like, I don't know why people think that to get a place, it's just you walk up and hand the landlord money, then automatically it's utilities magically come on and all that stuff. It's guarantee if you found a place for $600, you're paying a $600 deposit. You're paying the first month's rent, so now we're at $1,200. A lot of them's going to require the application fee. So let's just say on the low end, we're at $1,250, and then you got to go get all the utilities turned on. And it's deposits for every one of those: gas and water. You got to do garbage pickup. You got to do your electric. So you're at another $400 to $600 on that. So your $600 trailer just ended up costing you $2,000 to move in on. And I don't know why people can't understand that it's not just. Yeah, there are deposits on utilities. Might not be in your city, but see, in my city, there are. You don't just move in and get stuff turned on and they just start sending you a bill. Move to Dyersburg, call the water department and ask about a place to get it turned on, and they're going to charge you, let's see, it was $145. I believe it was either $145 or $175. One of them was electric, the other one was the water. But once you go 6 months with paying your bill, that deposit goes towards your bills. So just because they don't charge a deposit where you live, don't mean you get to get on here and speak for the rest of the country about if a deposit is charged. So exactly, Dale. Like I said, I'm thinking the electric department, you didn't get it back. I know with the water department, if you was not late on any of your payments for 6 months, your deposit would go to that 7th month. It would go towards that bill. So the electric company got to the point yeah, boss lady, that's a good point. If you've lived somewhere, you've got it, and you're getting it transferred over, they won't charge you a deposit. That's crazy, Miss Brenda. Yeah, Joy, like you're saying, a lot of places are charging a deposit, first month rent, last month's rent. I did get help for the room today. Right now, we're just kind of talking, and I'll go pay it here in just a few. Back, eat some lunch, and that's crazy, Bandit Mile. That's just how they explained it to me when I was looking into everything. They said it would go towards the bill, but if you're late, they told me it's like if you're a day late on one bill, your deposit's gone. I don't know if that was your case or not, Bandit Mile. It's just what they told me. It was like if you're a day late on the bill, your deposit's gone. So And it's easy to be a day late on one of them bills. Uh, when they like, okay, well, your bill is due on Tuesday, and you don't get paid till Friday. You call and you tell them that, and they're like, "Oh yeah, that's fine. You have a 5-day grace period." But you just was late, and you just lost the deposit. Exactly. You're paying that deposit to cover that if you can't pay and you leave something, right? If everything, this is off answer, off live. If everything goes right, yes, I will know for sure on that pretty soon. Um, Blessed to the fullest, you're 100% correct on that. I hope they never have to get that lesson the hard way. Uh, I really hope they don't wake up one day. These people who think this is so funny that we're in this position. I hope they don't wake up one day and they go, "Damn, we've lost everything." And there's not these resources that we've been telling people for the last 2-3 years on here is they're not as fast as we told them it was. You know. I hope they don't have to learn that the hard way. It sucks. Well, I think me and Carrie both was blocking them at the same time. It's we never thought we'd be in this position. Contrary to what these pages want people to think about us, this ain't been our life. I worked. I had a very good job. Thought that was going to be the job that I would end up retiring from, guys. Really did. Had a 401k there, and come into work one day, and through a horrible chain of events, lost my job. And was not prepared for that. Wasn't prepared for it like I thought we was. And then you get in the situation and you're like, man, so there's got to be programs to get us out of this, right? To help us out. Because you always think that, and they're not. You go to the government housing programs and you're sitting on a waiting list for, I've seen people in here say up to 5 years before they got housing. We've been on it for 9 months trying to get housing. You know, it's just the point of it's crazy. Hey, people have the right to help whoever they want to help. You have no right to tell anybody who to help. You know, if somebody wanted to help us over that, then fine. If somebody wanted to help the next person above us, fine. If somebody wanted to donate to Texas, fine. You know, so but the fact that people will get on here and think they have the right to tell somebody else who they help is mind-boggling. So, Lovey is love. Why do you feel like you have the right to tell somebody how they should spend their money? Oh, since you asked so nicely, I'll block you. So that's the reason you have the right to tell somebody how to spend their money? So does other people have the right to tell you how to spend your money? Oh, I wasn't talking to you, Lovey. I was talking to somebody else who's about blocking. But if you want blocked, I can block you. That's no big deal. Or you could just block yourself. You could just leave. But I'm guessing you're probably going to be one of them that's talking about how you're tired of seeing this type of content, but yet you interact with it. So your algorithm is going to pick it up that this is what you like to watch. But back to my question. What makes you think... Oh, and that wasn't the question. You answered that because I did. Does somebody else have the right to tell you how to spend your money since you have the right to tell somebody else? That was my question. Oh, no, answer my question first. We got help with the room today, but you said you could. And you was just actually telling someone else. How they should spend their money. So because you notice I do this often, that gave you the right to tell someone else what to do with their money. But then why did you feel like you had the right to get on here and tell somebody, don't send them money, send it to Texas? But that's not answering the question I'm asking. I agree with you, CKA Grammy, 100%. That's what I'm trying to make sense out of this, because they think they had the right to come on here and say, don't do this, do this. When I'm just trying to figure out what gave you the right to tell somebody else how to spend the money they earned. Because you don't have that right. Nobody does. I've been going to job interviews. I've got some stuff lined up. I think some pretty positive feedback from a couple of the jobs. So I'm waiting on a couple of callbacks from next week about all that. So that's the game plan. May have to take a couple of them, but and again, not getting on here and going to tell a soul where they're at or what I'm doing. No, CJA, because I'm not telling anybody on here. I'm not telling anybody on here. I don't have a clue what happened to McDonald's in Detroit. Can't answer a simple question that I ask her. I'm not answering no more of her questions. Car's not too dependable right now. And I just drive it when I have to. So being outdoor dashing in it right now is not the greatest thing. Hey, Lizette, you're getting on right when I'm about to get off here. Like, where have you been for the last hour and a half? I'm kidding. By all means, stick around. I'm going to stay on for a few more minutes, hit that hour and a half more. If we could find a good work from home job, my wife would be doing one while I'm out working and stuff. She's been trying to find one, and everybody keeps telling me they've got something that you can do, and then it's usually about as far as it goes on here. So that's it. We'll be back on after a while, hopefully just to talk and cut up and everything, and have a good time. We'll have to go to the bathroom here in a second. I know y'all don't want to go to the bathroom with me. I hope not anyway. I promise. So, most definitely promise. But I gotta go to the bathroom. I've got to go up front and pay for the room. Then I gotta eat. I gotta take my meds. That's crazy about Detroit, though. All right, Stephanie. You have a good one. No, I don't think Lizette has a crush. We just enjoy talking to each other on here, and she enjoys talking to several other people. That comes in our group, in our chats and stuff, and we all have a good time. So, apparently, a McDonald's employee got mad at their boss and put a sharp object into his skin. I don't know if I can say it on here. Yeah. Okay, her skin. Sorry, I mislabeled the person who got. I don't know. I don't know the story. I just know what I was just told. Um, oh, I didn't. Oh, if I'd have read the rest of that text, I'd have seen that. I didn't know she unalived her. That is insane. That is insane. Because they got sent home early. Well, the managers down here wouldn't stand a chance because they're always sending people home early here. That's crazy though. Like that's not like that's altered so many lives right there. Like, for one, it's altered your life because now you're going to jail for unaliving someone, and then you've altered her whole family's life. You've altered your family's life too because now they're going to deal with having somebody in prison. And then this other family's got to deal with not having their mother. That's just insane. It has, and it's only getting worse. It's only getting worse. It's. I hate what kids are growing up in. So it is crazy, guys. That is just. I've been awfully mad at a boss before, but was that? Yeah, Angela's dozed off in the background. She didn't sleep too well last night. She's tired. I'll be sure to tell her that y'all heard her snoring on live because she tells me she doesn't snore, and now I have proof. Oh, yeah, ancient Rome. I mean, the world's always been a messed up place, but it seems like I don't know if it's. Listen, here's a question to kind of leave it on for everybody to kind of be thinking. Is the world getting worse? Or are we just allowed now to see more of it? Because you got to think about it. In ancient Rome, like that was mentioned up there, they had to wait for that story to get there, right? They had to wait for that story to get there. It wasn't instant. Even in the 50s and 60s and 70s when we had the a lot of race riots and just a horrible time with segregation and stuff, right? Everybody started realizing kind of how that was because we started to see more because we was waiting on nightly news to watch the story come through. But now it's like it's all right here in front of us daily. It's like you open up your phone, you go to Google, you got a list of bad stuff, But is it getting worse, or is it just that it's always been bad and we couldn't see it? I agree with that, Finger Blast. And I definitely agree with that. I was on a live a couple of nights ago when I got the news that a very close friend of mine was unalived. Um, you know, somebody pulled out a pew pew and so it's kind of like it's this world. I'm hearing different stories, so I can't speak on what's fact, but I've heard all the way from he was being robbed to he was on a bounty. Both of those are very easily believed. Thank you, Lizette. So when we get on here after a while, I'm going to be like, babe, you snore. When she says no, I'm going to be like, yeah, does she snore? So, this world is insane, guys. Listen, I've got to get off here and use the restroom. We'll be back on later on tonight. And I'm going to use the restroom. I'm going to eat some tuna and eggs. Wild Child, yes, I'm going to go pay for that as soon as I get done using the restroom. And you too, sweetheart. Did you just hear that she quit from the statement that was made up there earlier? Or are you saying I've done said 152 times what happened at McDonald's. You know. So it's just like you just want to come in here and poke real quick. You heard from a video showed on my FYP, just curious. Well, it's funny you're the second person in a row who's coming here and asked the exact same way. So, really, was it an FYP video or are you just from one of the groups and that's something you are doing? Well, then somebody tagged me in the video for me to see it. So, but guys, I've got to get off and use the restroom. I'd stay here and talk to y'all while she's over there snoring the rest of the day if I could, but I got to do that. I've got to go pay for the room, and I got to come back and eat. DMs are always open. If anybody wants to talk about anything, needs to talk about anything. Well, you said somebody blocked her and she got blocked, so Lizette has the power in here. Just joking. You didn't do anything. But we'll be back on later on the night. Okay, so seeing Tulsa say that, I do believe it because, and Tulsa, if you see it, will you tag me in it so I can see it, so I can at least see who's talking about me now? And we love you too, Lizette, and thank you for the help today for the ones who helped, and thank you for the ones who came in and just been super nice and just talked and had good conversation. Thank you, Tulsa. Tag me in it, send it to me, something. This was whatever's easiest for you. And we'll be back on later tonight. So, guys, I will catch y'all down the road. That